Hey folks, this is Wistful Dill here, and welcome back to the channel. What is this? Drag the slider to fit the puzzle. Okay. We got a piglet here, I guess. Little pig. What? I did do that. Is this some kind of security feature or something? Okay. We need to reset anyway, because, something went wrong. Also, intellectual property policy update. We are updating our policy to further improve the protection and enforcement of intentional whatever property on TikTok. View our policy for more updates. Okay. Got a bunch of stuff going on, I guess, here with TikTok. A bunch of changes and shit here, too. Anyway, what's up, folks? Welcome back to an M.L.P. Horror AU, nonetheless. So this was requested to me a couple weeks ago, or whatever. It's been a minute or two now. And so, basically, if you folks don't know where I've been and everything, I've had like a little incident, and I wasn't in the best headspace mentally and everything, right? Long story short, I basically took a break, around a week or so break and everything, and then I decided to say that I would be back and everything after updating my graphics card, and so far, it's pretty good. It's really decent. I'm very happy with my upgrade and everything. And it's something that I don't really do too much, but I know that I eventually probably going to do. But anyway, nonetheless, I updated my GPU and everything. I gave myself a huge-ass upgrade, and that's why I took a few days and everything to see how everything was doing, if everything was good to go and whatnot, and to take some time. Because I basically just did surgery on my computer, so anyway, nonetheless, I'm pretty happy with my upgrade. I'm pretty satisfied and everything and whatnot. And I'm doing mentally better and everything. I'm going to start on my medication soon and whatnot. So yeah, I'm overall doing better. I'm much happier with myself and everything. And so yeah, so anyway, nonetheless, that's all besides the point here with this intro here. Because we got an M.L.P. Horror AU for you all here. So like I said, this was requested to me a couple weeks ago or so, and it's one of the first things I figured to jump back to and everything, because I like to have a first come first serve kind of thing. But anyway, nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and jump on in and see what this is all about here. We're going to take a look at this. And this is by Unicorn, or basically just unicorn with double U's and C's. Let's see what the toothache is. Hopefully there's no cavities, because I freaking hate cavities myself. Alright, my take. Okay, let's see here. Princess Luna, current ruler, but only temporarily, leads the largest safehold in Equestria within Canterlot Castle. Tells civilians and Twilight that Celestia went missing when really she's keeping infected Celestia locked in the castle dungeons. I kind of figured on that. Celestia would do the same for you, so why the heck not? Feels like she has to help her sister, just like she helped her. Yeah, true. You went to moon prison for like 1,000 years, and you were able to have your redemption arc from there. Equestria is permanently in night. Yeah, I can see that, definitely. Eye bags because she's been stressing. Okay, interesting. Scars across her face where Celestia attacked her. Not bites. So just scratches, not bites. Okay. Now wears armor to protect herself. And has a freaking badass spear by the looks of it, too. It's cool as shit. I like this art style already. And status healthy. Nice. Alright, now we got Princess Twilight. Status stressed but healthy. Runs a safe hold in Ponyville. intimately, eternally allowed anyone not visibly infected in. But after one broke in, she rarely allows anyone new in focus on anyone in. Anyone in. Focus on protecting who she can instead. Alright, makes sense. So she's overly cautious now. Scavenges and defends by day. Researches a cure by night. Doesn't really sleep. Keeps writing to Luna, but rarely gets an answer. Eventually gives up and decides they're on their own now. Stressed away and grumpy, stubborn, and very paranoid. If you show signs of infection, she will not hesitate to take action. Almost entirely lost in faith of the magic of friendship. Dang, okay. Something tells me she's just gonna go batshit insane in this AU. Scars and eye bags. Has blood from infected, often on hooves. And has a weapon for self-defense. That little guy? Got a cute little pocket knife there. Why not have like a sword or some shit? A spear like Luna. Also, I'm assuming this is the pink blood here, the infection blood. Rainbow Dash. Status healthy. In Ponyville safe hold. Emotionally shut down after the outbreak. Doesn't speak much. However, she's still frequently frequently loyal, wants to protect each of the main six, and is particularly vigilant about finding Fluttershy. Practically glued to Twilight's side, tends to go along with her plans, considered her lackey. What does that mean exactly? Lackey. Scavenges and defends for the safe hold. Lots of scars. Plus usually has blood on her hooves like Twilight. Tries to get Twilight to sleep. Fails most of the time. Okay. So she's basically the defender of this stronghold. Nice. Rarity. Status, early stage 1 infection. Oh, ain't that just lovely? In Ponyville's stronghold with her sister, be it when returning to her balcony for supplies, now stays inside at all times, hiding the bite from Twilight. She knows it's wrong, but with how paranoid Twilight has become, she's almost afraid to reveal it. No shit, I would be too, honestly. Only one that knows right now is Applejack, who is determined to protect her. At this stage, still salvageable, but would need amputation before it spreads. Damn. Twilight wouldn't really kill a best friend. Would she? Yeah, she would. She honestly would. Area around bite mark becoming more scattered and glowing. Stretched, I suppose. Also, why do you have a beard? Damn, Rody got like a little beard go. Or something. I don't know. I just noticed that. That was kind of a bit weird. She has a beard there. Applejack. In Ponyville safe hold. Offered up Sweet Apple Waker's barn as the location. Okay, nice. Away from society. Responsible for keeping a food supply going. What little crops she can. Lost Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh, and Granny Smith. Damn! She freaking lost everything. Hates the way Twilight is running things. Believes they should let in any pony not visibly infected. Beginning to grow more resentful of her in general. While out working the fields, she tries to help any survivors she finds, even if she can't bring them back to the shelter. Nice. Gotta help whichever way you can. After losing her whole family, determined to keep Rowdy's secret so she doesn't lose her too. All trace of honesty gone. Needs to lie to survive. Honestly, yeah, when your friend becomes a crazy psychotic, I don't know, leader or whatever, I guess. Status healthy. Has apple bloom's bowl on her. Damn. Keeps a bag of medical supplies on hand. Or hoove in this case. And muddy hooves. Alright, Pinkie Pie. Status, misulated or whatever. Or lost, I guess, maybe. Left Ponyville's stronghold after Twilight became too paranoid. Now roaming Ponyville / Everfree Forest looking for Fluttershy. Pinkie Sense keeps her generally well protected from the infected. However, without permit shelter or food supply, she's in danger of starvation, pretty much. And looking for a new group of survivors. Okay, so she's basically just wandering around aimlessly. Celestia, oh. Late stage reinfection. Okay, here we go. One half is always in shadows. Other appears rotting. Pink blood and con candy? What now? Oversaturated colors. Yeah, I can kind of see that by the art here. And strawberry lace guts? Just sounds like candy to me, honestly. Sounds like something from Killer Clowns from Outer Space would do, but in pony version. That stupid, cheesy horror 80s film, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and they turned it to con candy or some shit. The 80s are so damn goofy, I swear. Patient Zero. Prevented from entering final stage, which is decay, due to high amount of magic and body. Okay. Was found by Luna pretty early, but not before biting a few ponies. Lovely. Luna keeps her locked up in the castle, determined to bring her back. Quote. Beyond saving, but she keeps some. But she shows, quote, excuse me, not shoes, shows some behaviors that Luna imprints, implies whatever, as her sister still being in there somewhere, pretty much. Appears perfectly slit down the middle, alright? And has, rainbow musk, or rainbow saliva, I'm assuming, though. Damn. So half of you is shadow, the other half is just zombie candy, I guess. Discord. Unknown. Yeah, we'll see about that. Fluttershy. Status unknown. Unable to use the elements of harmony without her. Something tells me she's with Discord. Something tells me she's with Discord here. Anyway, so now we got the stages of the infection here, it looks like here. Let's see. Stage 0, healthy. Was in Ponyville's stronghold, quote. Alright? So stage 0, you're fine, you're good, everything's alright. Stage 1, however. First infection. Cope becomes... Sorry about that, that was my phone. Cope becomes more saturated, radiating out from eternal infection site. Eyes become bloodshot, hair and fur begins falling out. Dramatic weight loss, fever, chills, and paranoia. Rainbow musk or saliva, quote, beginning to collect in mouth. Still entirely consciousness. Although possibly delirious form, stress, and fever. This stage can last anywhere from just a few hours to 2 to 3 days. If caught early enough, the victim can still be safe if the infected area, if the infected area is either removed or amputated, pretty much. Left ponytail safe hold at this stage. Alright. My brain's not the best today, excuse me. Anyway, stage 2, first rot. Coat continues to brighten, begins giving off a faint glow. Skin begins melting away, starting with where the infection was first bitten. Let's see. Eyeball often becomes dilated and falls off at this stage. Lovely. Jaw dislocates. Cotton candy beginning to form from open wounds. I don't know why that's twice though. Shadows beginning to take over parts of the body. Rainbow saliva, worsens. Blood remains pink. Wings/horns typically still intact at this stage. Can use magic and fly as normal. At this stage, the pony is still semi-conscious. However, the animalistic sides are beginning to take over. Originally, the most dangerous at this stage, as they are the very frightful / aggressive as they try to fight off the infection, can no longer be saved. Bon. Okay, so you just lose your goddamn mind with amnesia or something with this. And the infection just takes over. You're completely screwed when she hits stage 2. Lovely. Alright. Advanced rot. Safety note, do not eat any part of any infected. Consequences currently unknown. No shit to begin with. I wouldn't freaking eat that, even if it was actual con candy. It came from someone. Well, why would I eat that? I'm not a freaking cannibal. You mad? Anyway, body split down the middle with one side completely in shadows. Previous symptoms continue to worsen. Most skin is gone at this point. Bones are much more buried or dusty, per se, like powdered sugar or chark. Eternal organs begin hanging out, but as this stage they appear to be strawberry laces, completely dead, no longer consciousness. As such, they tend to be less aggressive, with only intent left being with the only instinct left being hunger. Nothing seems to satisfy them. Alrighty. So you just become hungry, cotton candy, half zombie shadows. Alright. Stage 4, decay. Final stage. Body parts fall off or / desecrate until all that's left is a pile of cotton candy mush, and begins to lose glow. Still contagious at this stage, so do not approach. Alrighty. Yeah, why did it have to be one of the two, huh, Bonbon? Trigger warning! Body gore imagery, we don't kill. Trigger warning still, though, I guess. Due to stress and lack of sleep, Twilight's magic sometimes fails or comes out in short, shaky spurts. She keeps a knife on her at all times so she's not left defenseless when this happens. I think sleeping and stuff would help too with this as well. Spike. At the start of the outbreak, Twilight tried to send him to the Dragonlands for his own safety, but he refused. Stayed in Ponyville safe hold, working as Twilight's lab assistant. However, when Twilight suddenly became more paranoid, he lost that role. Twilight won't let him leave, won't let him nail her lab or experiments or whatever. She makes sure someone has an eye on him at all times. Twilight's paranoia starting to rub off on him. Very anxious, and with how much Twilight's emphasis that he's not allowed to leave has become a bit of a ritual, whatever. Alrighty. So basically, she's gave Spike the wrong nub or whatever, I guess, and Spike's like, "Oh, I think you need a break or something," which she really does. Yeah, Twilight's totally lost the plot here with this. Infected do not hold up well in rain, as the water contains their flesh and bones to dissolve and advances the stage of decay. The safest time to leave the safe hold is during or just after rain. Okay, so basically it's like acid rain to the infected. Okay, cool. Alright. Applejack grows crops within a greenhouse tent. Think of the greenhouses in Iceland, controlled environments with lights installed inside, powered by a magical generator. Okay, cool. I like that. A survival well house or something. Okay, and this is the safe hold. I think the stronghold is up in Canterlot, which is just the bigger expansion of the two, from what my take is and everything. Constant Pegasus patrols. Let's see. Crop greenhouses, a lab tent, a medical tent, and Ponyville safehold, along with guards at the entrance, and they have an electrical fence keeping the whole property safe and everything. Maybe some turrets, I guess. Gun turrets or something. I don't know. That could be a possibility. Have gun turrets along the edges of the fence or whatever. And missile strikes, I guess. Anyway. Finding safe cleaning water is especially hard for the safe hold. Well, as much as possible, it's scavenged, from the remains of town. After some time, these restructures, stop providing anything. Everything has its limits, pretty much. Currently, the safe hold is surviving off of collected water from the stream outside of Fluttershy's cottage. Any ponies sent on trips to collect water must be trained in self-defense. Makes sense, and is smart as well. Alright, Dr. Who, pretty much. Status healthy. In Ponyville Safehold, skilled engineer used his abilities to set up the crop greenhouse with Applejack, helping Twilight's research for a cure. Hope Sturpy is safe and alive. Yeah, me too. I like the couple as both of them. It's like the cutest stray couple in all of fiction. No cap, honestly. Nurse Redheart and Ponyville Safehold, bit by a patient while treating them, had to amputate the leg. Prosthetic build by Dr. Hooves, Shirley and Grumpy. Not the most caring patient nurse most ponies would like, but she does her job well. Yeah, as long as the job gets done, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Trained several ponies in basic medical training so they could help her. Nice. Well, at least she's healthy, and she's okay. Trixie, the great and powerful, status healthy. Came to the safe hold late due to being on tour when the outbreak began. Given medical training by Nurse Redheart, Mrs. Starlight, but tries not to show it. Damn. So Starlight is, shut up. We don't want copyright claims or anything. But, anyway, I guess something happened to Starlight. Also, trigger warning, but too late since TikTok has its automatic bullshit that it does. So we got a Applejack here, and damn, they took Granny Smith. Yeah, so there's damn, so that's Apple Bloom, and that must be Big Mac. Damn, that must be hard and stuff too. So I guess she snuck up to Apple Bloom and just went ahead and snatched her bowl or whatever, or it was on the floor and she quickly took it and ran off. But yeah, that's just sad, honestly, now. Now Granny Smith is dead and shit and infected. Yeah, that's depressing. God damn. Okay, so anyway, so we got, Starlight here. No, we're not playing you either. Trixie and Starlight showed up to the safe hold several months ago when Twilight was still accepting newcomers. Okay. Makes me wonder what changed. They had been on one of Trixie's tours when the outbreak began. Once in the safe hold and recovered from their journey, the two appeared to be in high spirits. Starlight was anxious, but Trixie's light-hearted attitude helped to calm her nerves. Yeah, nice. Definitely. Trixie trained in medication or medical team, whatever, with Nurse Redheart, while Starlight went out on patrols and occasionally helped Twilight with her research. Okay. But then Starlight was gone. Twilight told everyone that Starlight had been binned while on an early patrol and had been turned within minutes, and consciously and consequentially or whatever cast it out pretty much. She boot kicked him from the Discord server pretty much. Twilight then made the decision to no longer allow any newcomers in. Trixie had never had high opinions of Twilight, to begin with, but now they're even lower. She resigned her from not allowing any, resigned her for not doing more to protect Starlight, and for not even letting her say goodbye before casting her out. Yeah, damn, that sucks. And Twilight doesn't blame her. So I guess she just got too scared, too spooked or something. Is like, get out of here, Starlight. I guess on that. Wait, stop.
You look so angry. Does everyone always look at you that way? You look so angry.
Yeah, they always do. So for my guess is that Twilight here, my brain's not the fullest today, I guess. But I guess what happened is that, no, stop it. I hate when you do that shit. But I guess she just got too spooked and she casted Starlight out, I guess. Maybe she had like an early infection or whatever, and Twilight's like, alright, you know what, no more of this. That's what my guess is. Rudy, you still got your goat beard. Anyway, at the start of the outbreak, spirits were high. Although Twilight and Applejack were particularly nervous, nervous, but they had faced many world-ending disasters before, and Fluttershy was sure to show up any day now. Yeah, exactly. So what frickin' changed? I know that's Scootaloo, thanks, spoilers. But after losing so many loved ones, that hope disappeared. Damn. Dash, are you there? Damn, poor Rainbow Dash. She's got tears and shit, too. Yeah, that's sad. So now, Scootaloo definitely got infected. Rainbow Dash shut down after this. The group was becoming more and more divided, and Dash seemed to care less and less. It seemed as though she didn't care about anything. Yeah, I kinda don't blame her. I really don't blame her. Well, almost everything. Okay, still protective over Twilight. I love these designs. I love this art style. Trigger one in. So she's patching up, who now? Twilight?
Do you blame yourself?
I guess Celestia, I suppose.
Well, it's quite common in this situation for a patient to feel a kind of guilt. What situation? The accident.
So is this Rainbow Dash?
It's very common for people to invent, blame, or create a causality when in reality.
No. Wait, so did she... Okay, that couldn't be Rainbow Dash. So I guess that was just some Pegasus, and she just went insane and killed them, I guess? And she's convincing herself that it was only to help her, it was to cure her or something. And this ghost here is Luna, I suppose? Because Celestia's locked up in the jail cell here and everything.
It's very common for people to...
Yeah, I think so. I'm assuming this is Luna here, and this was Twilight. So I guess what this bit here is showcasing is that she was bandaging, she's convincing herself that she was healing them and trying to bandage the Pegasus up, when in reality she just flat out murdered them, cold turkey style, because of infection signs, I guess? And because she's so delusional and that she's so paranoid, she lost her goddamn marbles and mind that she did first-degree murder. That's my guess on it. I could be wrong, but that's what my take is that she did it, and now she's just convincing herself, no, it was only trying to help them, that's it. I didn't murder anyone, they were infected, you saw. Anyway, another trigger warning, gore, disturbing imagery, let's do it. I am hungry. We're not playing you. So we got Pinkie Pie here looking in the woods, wandering, I suppose. No! Ah, Pinkie, you dummy! Oh, you dumb, what are those called? You stupid ass pinata. No! Well, there goes Pinkie. So hungry. Yep, I had a feeling. Yep, I had a feeling she murdered them. She murdered that horse or whatever, that Pegasus back there. And Luna's like, you know you did wrong, right? And Twilight's like, yeah. But I had to, you see. That's the vibe I'm getting off here with Twilight. Also, this animation's not that bad. I know it's just in drawing, but this is like the early phases of like animation and stuff. Honestly, it's not that bad. Maybe if we get like a full animation or something like this fully, I'd be down to see this shit in its full, like, product here and everything. This is some impressive ass work. Dear Princess Twilight, I hope you're doing well. It's been a few months since we spoke, but I'm sure, excuse me, Princess Herd has you busy. Hopefully not too busy. Though I'm excited for our visit soon. Everyone has been asking about you, and I can't wait to hear about your exciting adventures in Equestria. We're due for a good catch-up season. All the best, your faithful student, Sunset Shimmer. Okay. So things have changed up between her and Sunset Shimmer. That's nice. I'm assuming this is all before, and Sunset Shimmer doesn't know the outbreak and everything in Equestria just yet. Dear Princess Twilight, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I know how busy you must be. I just thought you might need to know about some technical difficulties on our end. The portal is closed. I tried to come through for a visit, which I hope is still on, and when I tried, it was gone. Our magic seems to work, although we've tried several ways of reopening the portal with it to no lack. Maybe a wire has tripped on your end? Either way, let me know, and don't work too hard. Your faithful student, Sunset Shimmer. She's gonna find out eventually at some point. Dear Princess, I'm not sure what's going on over there, but given the portal is still closed, I'm going to assume it isn't just a trap wire. I'm sure you're off dealing with whatever it is and can handle it yourself, but don't hesitate to reach out if you need help. Things are slow here, so I'm more than happy to help you. I need a little venture right now, but like I said, you've probably got this. All the best, Sunset Shimmer. Twilight, where are you? Are you alive? I need to know what's happening in Equestria, please, or just to know you're alive. Sunset. Damn. Sunset Shimmer, the portal is open. Please come, Twilight. She's gonna find out. Everything went to shit. Sunset Shimmer wants to know what's going on. A little excited, wants an adventure. Oh, she's gonna get a freaking adventure here in a moment. Of survival and stuff. Status healthy. I know the voices aren't real, but man, they've come up with some great ideas. I guess schizophrenia in a sense. Alright. Okay, no, we're not playing you. Anyway. Twilight! Twilight! I got your message! I'm here to... help? Help? Yeah, everything's all deserted and shit. There's even a skull here. What on earth happened? Equestria quote. You're in the pony world, Sunset. Just kidding. We don't know anything on this earth here that you humans so call it, because we have Equestria here as ponies. Twilight? Spike? Anyone? Any pony, you mean? Where is everyone? And shouldn't it be daytime right now? Ah, shit. I got a bad feeling. Basically infection zombie noises. Ah, shit, the saliva or whatever. Yeah, you're done. Next part in a couple days. God, I love that image of SpongeBob. It's so goofy. But yeah, damn. Okay, and yeah, Applejack came running in. I almost said Twilight, but I'm like, no, that's Applejack. Okay, so Applejack came over, beats the shit out of it. Nice. Applejack? Sunset Shimmer? That was a southern accent. Sunset Shimmer. Commission's open. Lovely. Good to know. Okay, and then we got Twilight and Rainbow Dash here. Looks like Twilight's finally resting, I'm hoping. Or is cradling Rainbow Dash here. The tails wrapped around each other. And just a bunch of notes, research notes, all scattered about. Please fucking sleep, Twilight. Happy first birthday. Okay, we got Sunset Hill. Is it cold out? So who is this exactly, Hill? My only guess is Luna Hill. And where's Applejack? Didn't she protect her or something? Wait a minute. No, that can't be... Oh, God. Pinky. It can't be Luna. Her eyes aren't that light. Her eyes are very dark pink, like indigo. Like really, not pink, blue. Oh my goodness, my brain today. They're normally dark blue. They're not this light. So I guess it's Pinky, possibly? I'm assuming this must be Pinky, because she's in the woods last we saw her, and her eyes are like that bright, so it could be Pinky. Damn. Crazy. Oh, so is it just me, or does she sound just like Starfire from Teen Titans? And no, not the shitty Teen Titans Go. I hate that shit, but like the original, all the way back in like 2003, 4 or something. She sounds... I don't know if it's just me, but I swear, she sounds exactly like Starfire from Teen Titans. But yeah... Alright, well that's it. That's it as of now. But yeah. Okay, I didn't need to reload, because normally the profile picture is the stupid default and I have to reload it. But anyway, folks, wow. Yeah. So there's my little toothache. Overall, very impressive. I really like this AU. It seems... really good and very interesting. I like the idea of the infection. Well, I like how it's half of it too. It's like Two-Face from Batman in a sense, DC. Well, just one half is the shadows and like a shadow form and stuff, and the other half is just some zombie candy type thing deal. I really like it. It seems very interesting. It has a unique design to that and everything. I'm very curious to know what the shadow side of it is or whatever, or if they have different sides or whatever. It's very curious and interesting. The art style is amazing, you know. I really like the art. I always love AUs where they have a unique art style or a unique form in it, you know. I always like that kind of stuff because it adds variety, and it makes the AU overall very unique compared to just sticking to a PNG file of it and adding some edits here and there, although those aren't too bad too as well. The story so far is pretty interesting. I really like it. It's very interesting and good. I was worried for Sunset Shimmer back there, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of haunting. Just imagine going back over to your friend from a different world or whatever country or something, universe, and you find it's completely, utterly to shit or whatever, and an infection's right there for you. Kind of spooky and haunting. Although there are some little bit of complaints I do have with it. Mainly there were some spelling errors here and there, you know. There was some miswords here and there that didn't quite really, you know, fully make sense. And also some misspellings, you know. But I overall don't let that affect me too much because I overall get what they mean and everything and what they're getting at. And also, my brain's not at its full capacity, you know, just yet today and everything. So excuse me for my miswords or if I seemed a bit off today and everything. But overall, this is pretty interesting. I really like this AU, and I love the animations too. That's like another rarity for a change as well, is animations, you know. And animations take quite a bit of time, you know, it takes a long time. I'm not an animator, but if you're an animator, you know how it is, you know. Some Disney executive or some shit back in the day. Because you had to draw every frame per second, and you have to add that in, you know, every time and everything, and constantly lap over and everything, you know, for like 5 seconds of a simple movement is like 5 pages or whatever, you know, or at least slight movements each time to make up for those 5 seconds for 5 frames. It takes a lot of work nonetheless and everything, but yeah. Overall, this is pretty solid. I really like this AU. It's definitely very interesting, and the creator here that has done a lot of work has been really good with it so far. Overall, the only complaint I would say here is just work on your grammar and spelling a bit more, just so it's a bit easier to read. But other than that, this is overall pretty damn good. You know, I really liked this one. And so, yeah, so anyway, overall, there's also another one here, but it looks like it's some Harry Potter, I guess, and it looks non-horror, whatever. If you folks want me to check this out, I guess I could check it out at some point. But yeah, so far, My Little Toothache is pretty solid. Just fix a bit of the grammar here and there, and I'd say you're pretty damn good. You're off, you know. Pretty damn good with this so far. But yeah, so overall, with all that being said and out of the way, that is basically the AU of this video here and whatnot, and that is pretty much it for this video here. I hope you folks enjoyed this one. If you folks are curious to check this out for yourself, the link will be down in the description below, so if you folks want to check this out, feel free to. And lastly, I want to apologize real quick for taking a minute or two to finally get to this here, but like I said from the beginning, I had a bit of a mental issue here and there and everything, and I upgraded my GPU and whatnot. So yeah, long story short, I took a minute, but I'm finally here, and I finally did this AU, and I'm finally back on the road here, folks. Just take some medication, take it one day at a time, and I think I'll be grand again, like I always will be. But anyway, that's basically it for this video here. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you folks don't miss out on a future video or post I make in the future. And that you can always be kept up to date with this channel here. And lastly, excuse me. And lastly, if you folks have any requests or suggestions that you want me to go ahead and do, feel free to tell me down in the comments below. And I will do whatever I can to fulfill in that request or wish or whatever, you know. But yeah, again, like I said, if you folks want to check this out, the link will be in the description below and whatnot. And yeah, So with all that being said and out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe for more, and I will see you all sooner or later. Bye-bye, folks.